Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Sarah Lappin, and I will be your instructor for Theories 2 this fall. Quickly, just a little bit about me. This is the beginning of my fifth year at Alliant. This is my first time or my first year as a full-time faculty in the online program. For the last 4 years, I have been working in Los Angeles at the Los Angeles campus, but my family and I recently moved back to our home state of Michigan. So you're in my basement in Michigan. So I've come to the online program. A little bit about the class. I will be providing a lecture every week. I'm not planning to do a live lecture. I'm planning to do a recorded lecture so you can watch it at your convenience, at your leisure. And I will have that up. I think what I'm going to do is I have a YouTube page and I'm just going to post all of my lectures there. So I will post an announcement with the syllabus, and I think there are a couple of readings, particularly in week three, 3 or 4, when we cover common factors, that I was able to have a little bit of choice in what readings that you have for that week. So in the announcement, I will have those readings because being new to the online platform, I'm not quite sure how to upload the readings and allow you to have access. So they're in Canvas, but I don't know how to allow you to see them. So I'm hoping I can maybe link them in an announcement. If it doesn't work, let me know. But I will, like I said, I will have a YouTube page where I post all of the lectures. I also am not going to hold regular office hours. In my time at Alliant, I have found that students don't really utilize office hours that much. So as you will see on the syllabus, they're listed by appointment. One thing about me that I hope that you will learn about me and you will believe in me is that I am communicative, I am prompt. If you have a comment, question, concern, something you want to talk about with me, shoot me an email, and I pride myself in answering that within 24 hours. And if you want to have a meeting with me, again, shoot me an email and I will set up a meeting for us. I'll figure out how much time you would like. But again, I'm not going to be holding regular office hours. I will just be going by appointment. So send me an email. So lectures will be up prior to the week that we cover that. So it is Wednesday, August 20th, and I am putting this intro video up on my YouTube page. I will send an announcement in the in Canvas in the course today. I will also be recording my lecture for week 1 right after this. So you can expect the lectures to be available to you at least, I would say, the Saturday before that week. So if, week 3's lecture will be available the Saturday of week 2. And if anything comes up for me that I'm unable to keep that, I will let you know. I think that is a fair expectation of me. So one of the things that I wanted to go over today with you in this, in my time with you, where did the syllabus go? I think it's here. Okay. Is just some expectations about the course. So this is available to you, obviously, in Canvas, but it does not have my information. I will upload a PDF form of this for y'all. So if you are not supposed to be here in MFT Theories and Techniques 2, let me know and I'll pass along that information to IT. But I wanted to go over some of the assignments with you and just a general overview of the course. So this is a course that covers what would be considered more postmodern approaches, also kind of considered a little bit more contemporary approaches. So in Theories 1, you learned about the foundational approaches in couple and family therapy. And many of those approaches came in with some working level of like knowledge about how a family or couple or human like should act, should interact. Um, and these approaches, what we'll be talking about this semester, are much more about positionality, meaning how do you show up in the room? How do you present yourself? How can you become more aware of individual biases? We'll be talking a lot about person of the therapist throughout this semester. So if you are not familiar with that, you will become familiar with that. But a lot of what we'll be doing is understanding some of the biases, stereotypes, history that you have that inevitably informs the way that you think about humans and ultimately the way that you show up in therapy. Um, so I have electronic copies of all of the readings for this class. So I have an electronic copy of the textbook. If you want access to it, I think what I can do is I'll also put a link in the announcements to a like a Google Drive where that textbook is available. And I'll also put all the other readings there. I don't think you'll have any issue accessing them on Canvas, but I do have students sometimes that struggle to access. Um, but oh, okay. So the actually really the only thing that I want to cover right now in this is week 14. So we have lots of time to think about this, but I'm just going to put it out there for you. Is and I'll probably make like a discussion post or something about this maybe in week 12 or something like that. But week 14, we have some freedom about what theory or topic essentially to cover. So in the past, when I've taught this class, this is my fifth time, actually sixth time teaching this class that I adjuncted for Alliant before I was brought on as a full-time faculty or core faculty. Um, I would cover dialectical behavioral therapy or internal family systems. Those are generally approaches that the students were interested in, hadn't had much exposure to. So just wanting to put that out there for week 14, that we have some options, or something else that you've really been wanting to learn more about. You really don't think it's been covered much in your classes. But yeah, I think that's mostly it for this intro video.